Okay, so we had played this archetype once before, and it felt really sweet last time we played it. Previously, we had played Diana as our second champion, and Diana got nerfed with the change to Pale Cascade, so I think Aphelios seems like a sweet champion to play in here. He's got a lot going on. So when he Nightfalls, he lets you pick a moon weapon. So he's a really sweet utility card. So Nightfall's a bonus that happens if he's explicitly not the first card you've played in the round. And then his moon weapons do a huge range of things. They either deal 3 to a follower, give something 1/2 in lifesteal for this round, stun an enemy and then stun it again at the start of the next round, give something 2/1 and overwhelm, or summon a 2-cost follower right out of your deck. And you can see here, this gives you, when you play one of the moon weapons, it generates the next one. So the Crescendum links you into Calbrium or Severum. And so you play through all of these weapons in different order. And then Aphelios generates you levels when you've played 4 moon weapons. His leveled mode makes you, what does it do? It lets your moon weapons cost 1 less in addition to getting a little bit bigger. What else is doing? We're doing Zoe in this deck as our second champion, so she generates super cool star charts when she hits the opponent's thing, which lets us invoke one of those celestials for good utility. And then kind of the core of what this deck is doing that's kind of sweet is this deck is playing both of the one-sided sweeper effects that Runeterra has. So our deck has a lot of invoke and celestial cards in it, and we play Sky's Descent at the top end of our curve, which costs 15 mana, which means, generally speaking, you can't play it unless you meet its cost reduction condition. So for every dragon and celestial we have in play, this costs 2 less. So this deck's been able to get this card as cheap as 5 before when we fill the board up. I guess theoretically, if you have all 6 celestials out, you can get it down to 3, but usually 5 to 7 is what we've played it for in the past when we played this deck. And then the other one-sided sweeper is Gohard still exists. So this is a deal 1 to something for 1. And then once you played this card 3 times, it turns all of your copies everywhere into copies of Pack Your Bags, which is a 5 mana, deal 5 to all enemies and their nexus. So we've got a bunch of good value utility cards in Zoe and Aphelios, and then we've got good sweepers in the Sky's Descent and Gohard. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. Debido, thanks for the 13 months. Welcome back. At that cost 3, you've already won. Maybe, so this deck has a lot, like Zoe invokes a lot of smaller units, and we have Messenger Sigil to put doggos into our deck. So there's a chance we could have a lot of tiny Celestials in our deck. We're going to mulligan the 2 sigils here. Zoe on 1 sounds great. Opponent is playing Targon Noxious here with Riven and Taric. It's cute.
Join the hunters then.
So this card is a little bit bigger. They changed this from a 1/2 to a 2/1 in today's patch, but that means it does die to Gohard, so that's nice. You know, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and super cool star chart here, because if I find a 0-cost danger noodle, I want to be able to trade with the goat. Never lucky. Take the charger for now. This is unfortunately going to hit us and make them a gem. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Enter, traveler, and stop staring.
Ship time.
Ooh, I like that suggestion, Titan O'Clock. The new Invoker on 4 over Lenari Priestess. I can see that. Lenari Priestess is a little bit slow and clunky. She does give us good top end, though. Huh? I think I'm going to go ahead and Mountain Scryer and see what we get here. Well, there's a Gohard on top of our deck.
Not straight.
So we can block like this, and then we'll likely draw a Go Hard next turn and get to kill this with that. It could theoretically be a draw 2 on top of our deck, but hopefully it's one of copies of Go Hard. Nailed it. Star chart, open attacks here, I think. Messenger sounds good. It's a cheap. I'm gonna take the Serpent X. Sure, a little choke down mana.
Words of power linger in the air. It is written.
Danger noodle.
I think I do this now in case I invoke a 4-1. Man, we are really not good at hitting what we're looking for on this. We had a 4-1, we could have played it out and then blocked this. We have pretty good open attacks now.
Looking into the future, I see purple.
Them not opening is great for us here. I get to Crescent Strike this, then we get to play Aphelios and pick a moon weapon.
Invisible to the ignorant.
The animation's great. I think we just want to deal 3 to a follower.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
It's my time.
Trade here, take 3. Oh, right. I need to learn the names of these. Servitum or Gravium. So Servitum is lifesteal, Gravium is stun something. I'd much rather have a stun. You pick which one you're getting when it goes on the stack. Huh? Think that's fine.
Move short as the moon, brother.
Oh, if you right click on the weapon in hand, it shows you the ones that it phases. That's good to know. Smart. Huh?
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Overwhelm and draw a follower. So if I do this, Zoe level, stun an enemy. If it's a follower, stun it again at the start of the next round. So I get to do this. I need to remember what these things are. Crescendium is the summon. Yeah, so let's do this. And then Crescendium. So this stun lets Zoe attack this turn.
Doubt is heavy on their minds.
I write the rule.
Yes, all of the weapons cost 2.
Ship time!
Yeah, Aphelios Yasuo is one of the decks in my deck queue we're gonna be building. So I'm gonna have enough mana to play this next turn, right? So we just take this. He's gonna share all of his wonderful keywords with all of my friends. And this gets stunned again at the start of the turn. Hush now.
I know
Hush
your
now.
true heart.
Reach out, Aphelios.
Oh, did I mess up? I should have paddle starred this, right? Am I gonna not have lethal? Oh, I messed up. What if I summon this? If I summon this, I'll have 11. They block 3. Okay, yeah, this is technically still lethal. Oh, I gotta remember what the other weapons do. Glibrum.
A crescent path opens before us.
So I technically have lethal here. I would have had more likely to be lethal if I would have paddle starred this last turn to kill it. So small mistake here on my part. Wait, am I not? Are they not dead? If they block here, this is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh no, I'm 1 short. Oh, I'm 1 short.
Are not death.
Well, this doesn't have overwhelm either, right? Oh, I messed up my keywords.
Sisters.
Awkward. If I paddle starred, I would have died the axe this turn. Oh, that's true. That's true. Alright, maybe I didn't mess up. I don't know, this could have gone a couple different ways. I think we're dead to their overwhelm idiots here.
The old tongues are
It's another overwhelm idiot. I don't think I have another Hush in my deck, right? I think I'm only on 2. And they sold the Decimate as well. We should probably put a 3rd Hush in our deck. Alright, so their Taric deck did what Taric decks do, and that's they won the game because they didn't draw Taric. Ooh, yeah, it's also worth noting we talked about the new lifesteal idiot. If we would have, this with Zoe would have given our board lifesteal, which would have been real good there. We would have won that race if we would have given our board lifesteal, huh? It sounds kind of hot. Maybe I just don't play Guiding Touch. Do I need Guiding Touch? But if I just cut these and I leave 2 of 2 Lenari Priestess in. I don't hate that. Hey, that's awesome, Abyssal. It definitely won't give you a wild card. There's a chance it will give you a random different champion. We have a lot of cheap cards for making Aphelios work, though. We've got Gohards, Messenger Sigils, and Zoe's Star Charts. Like, feels like we have a lot of those effects already.
You're going under what it doesn't understand, silly! Trickster never loses because Zoe makes the rules!
Supposed to take the trade. 'Cause if I don't offer the trade, they're gonna open attacks before I can do this.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now. Destiny awaits. System upgrade.
So we'll Sigil, and then Aphelios. And I'm pretty sure the deal 3 to a follower is just the one you're getting most often. It's like, card's real flexible.
Night flowers upon my blade. We will be free.
Safety disengaged. Rise, metal brethren.
Believe, Aphelios.
So ordinary. System upgrade.
Blessings of the moon.
Another Aphelios in hand, so I think that's fine.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
That's annoying.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
What's doing over there? They will know.
I think we're just trading aggressively here. I think there's a very good chance that card's busted, yeah. Oh, this only does damage to followers. Oh, I'm a big dumb. I'm a big dumb. Okay.
I'm with you.
Well, this is much worse than I thought. I don't know why I thought this was anything. Probably because I'm a card game player and I'm incapable of reading. I was like, why can't I? This is a game I played a couple of go-hards already, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and glimpse this to try and find one. Yikes.
Light has illuminated their fate, Aphelios.
I guess Mystic shot me.
Oh, man.
Humanity is obsolete.
Ballistic bot's real good with Veiled Temple too.
Disengaged.
It basically makes this free. It makes this cost like -1. Yeah, I was initially thinking that this card's very comparable to Twisted Fate, but the fact that it doesn't hit champions is a pretty big negative. Yeah, I read it as enemy too. In fact, last turn I tried to kill Zoe with it. It just was not having it.
Can you improve perfection? Witness perfection, meatbags.
It's
Caliburn.
My future.
So then this triggers. Hey, Furkai, thank you for the 2/3 of the year. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Definitely feels like a traveler hand. Makes this free, which is nice.
Disengaged.
When playing this, we'll trigger the phase on here.
Fun.
Wait, didn't I have a phased weapon? Am I missing something? This says 2 out of 2. Why didn't I get the phased weapon? Each round, the first time you play 2 other cards. You can only generate a moon weapon if you don't have one in hand. Where does it tell me that on this card somewhere? Phased doesn't say that. Oh, if you don't already have one. Got it. Got it. A lot of words. Listen, I failed the reading comprehension test. I get it. Let's start on this.
It was my heart that led me here.
I mean, it's much longer than questing beasts when you consider, like, you have the text of all these moon weapons here too, right?
I'm doing
Calm mind and open heart greet the night.
Can you improve perfection?
When do we get the new cards in game? Well, I have an Aphelios in play right now. So I'm gonna let you be a detective and come to your own conclusions.
so much tinier than must be studied.
The messenger chases stars from the sky.
Night flowers upon my blade.
Safety disengaged.
Maybe I should have taken the double stun there.
System upgrade.
But didn't get anything. I believe the login rewards start tomorrow. If you open the actual list of cards, the cards are there. I can't doggo and descend this turn. I'm 1 mana short of that. I can set up ascend for next turn, though.
No doubt he sees to dogs in the hereafter.
Primed and ready. System
Now, deny wouldn't be good if it didn't generate you tempo in key spots.
to the gun show.
Nimble and quick the trickster is.
Can you improve perfection?
Even with this, I think we're still behind. Opponent is playing Zoe Aphelios as well. I mean, are they going to be sad that they passed? It depends on how close this game's going to be, depends on how much burn is left in their deck, or how much burn their deck plays. They're obviously playing a brew, so like how many like Mystic Shots get excited, that type of thing they're playing. That's scary because it could mean they have a spell. They could get a spell shield thing. That's big, and then they have a Zoe emblem, so spell shield could get given to the rest of their board here. This game would have gone very differently if I would have realized this couldn't hit champions. The fact that this can't hit champions and I picked it twice and that it was useless was real bad. Hey, thanks for the 17 months review. Yeah, Magic's been good. Been fun poking back into it.
What would you divine from my stars?
Yours is the light that guides all travelers onward.
Oh right, they have some mushroom clouds in their hand too. Forgot about that. We have an elusive blocker here for Zoe at least. Is it crazy to play dog overwriting this? I feel like it's not.
No doubt he sees to dogs in the hereafter.
Each journey is a discovery.
So I can technically double Sky's Descent here, right? Yeah, I agree. I think we do this before they drop a spell shield. And then, like, we're gonna play the second one before we go to our turn when we'll open attacks. Do I play the second one? My blade does something, chat. Sweet. Alright. So I messed up my Aphelios sequencing. One, not realizing that I couldn't phase a second weapon in, and two, not realizing that it only did followers. But we ended up pulling it out in the end there. Seeing the power of Sky's Descent paired with our many cheap celestial units there, which was great. Aphelios is going to pair with a lot of stuff. Hopefully people are brewing a ton in the next week or two, and Lee Sin's just not an issue because of that. Are the weapons revealed in hand? I actually don't know the answer to that question. Does anybody at home? I think all these cards look great here. Oh, I actually didn't put this on my Mobalytics page. I should probably do that. I'll throw this up there after after this game. So what if I go Messenger Sigil into Aphelios and we create the deal 3 weapon here?
As darkness falls, the moon rises. See as I see.
And then next turn, we'll get to go Priestess Invoke into Starry Scamp. Oh, now I can do this as a Scamp.
Targon's history.
Are you sure it's that one?
Stone and a star. I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
There's rocks in the boots. Nice, nice. They get to go this into this and then Cosmic Inspiration next turn.
I stand for Noxus!
All right, now I do this.
Messenger chase.
And we're gonna hush this so we don't take a big hit.
Noxian strength!
You can't stop me!
Protector, shield me.
Hey, thanks for the 11 months, Rebecca. I appreciate it. Welcome back. I guess I don't want to open on this because this is currently my only Celestial, which means if I do this and they shoot this in response with something like a Death's Hand, I just get blown out.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
Huh? I think it's just Meteor Shower here.
Open heart.
I got plenty of units at this point.
Break the ties that bind.
What are the odds I die if I play this? Feels low. Can I just do this now so they don't have good attacks here again? They're playing Deny. Okay.
You were misguided.
No doubt he sees to dogs in the hereafter.
Look at this reality!
Look how sparkly!
Witness glory.
I want to just clear out bench space on this. Worth giving her life steal, maybe? It would allow me to phase into the stun one.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Do I open on this? Let's do this. So, unfortunately, Aphelios is gonna die here. Maybe I should have killed the squirrel. I didn't realize that interaction with Dragon's Rage. It doubles when it hits the thing, and then it doubles again when it hits my Nexus. I did not realize that was how that was gonna work. The infamous crow, Agent Candy Pie, and Taps. Thanks for the follows, by the way. Welcome to the channel this afternoon. Let's see if we get a double stun here. We did not. We got an Equinox, though. It's pretty good.
Not stray.
You know, I'm probably supposed to trade this dog here, actually. As opposed to where I did.
Light star will rule the skies.
As though day and night are not equal.
My light shines.
Be open on attacks here to gain 4 life. I forgot to attack with Zoe. Damn it, Bobby.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren.
Alright, do you have a deny? They don't have a deny here. We should be in a pretty good spot. Yeah, believe it or not, missing our free thing here is bad. Alright, there's Gohards in our deck. Alright, I need to run to the restroom really quick. I'm gonna throw this deck on my Mobalytics page really quick before I do. Just be quick minute, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna play some more. Oh, Mobalytics apparently doesn't have the new cards on it, so that's awkward. All right, How many decks of Runeterra are we playing today? Yeah, this is the first one. I'm planning to play this in Ash Ribbon. What's up, my dude? You already installed a new game today. You know, you get one new game per day. You try and sweet talk your way around it. Yeah, the answer to your question is simple, mean guy. Riot worked to address the issues that they had as a company, and those issues happened a few years ago at this point, a couple of years ago at least. I don't remember the exact time. I think it was 2019, 2018, somewhere like that. And the TLDR is that you can't like boycott things forever. If you like say, hey, you need to change, and then they change, it's like, well, if they did what you wanted them to, and then you keep boycotting them, like, why would anybody else ever change in the future? Basically, the TLDR. Also, past just having actually worked to change their corporate culture. There's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Most of these companies suck in some way, shape, or form. Like, play games that you like that give you joy. But I know a number of people that work at Riot now at this point because of Runeterra. Like, they hired a lot of card game players, and my understanding is they have worked to change and improve things there. Alright, so do we take Noodle as a way to kill this after this kills my Zozo? I think so. I think that's the play.
You've got to show me how to portal first, remember?
Patience.
Leo, that looks yet? You've got to show me how to portal first, remember? You don't scare me.
So we can block here. I actually probably want to wait to go hard this until next turn, or the turn after even, because this bricks if we hit a a non-target card on top of our deck. Hey, thanks for the 5 months, 8-bit. I appreciate it. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and Messenger Sigil here before I do this, because it puts 5 extra targeting cards in my deck, which increases the probability that I hit here. Gosh, none of these are very exciting. I guess I'll take the Immortal Fire so we can finish it on the line with 2 Mountain Scryers. This will be pretty cheap. And I'm again gonna wait a turn on this until I play this other one out. Yeah, if you're in the market for checking out a new card game, I mean, Kai, Runeterra is very, very good. It's easily the best video game card game I've ever played. Like, the graphics and voice lines, animations, and look and feel of the client are just, like, second to none. Trying to use the Warrior against their deck full of Frostbites is probably not great. Let's take Falling Comment.
In each stone and star.
And then I think at this point, I just bank the spell mana so I can go hard to trigger Nightfall on the Aphelios next turn. The login rewards start tomorrow, Carnage Time. The patch is live today, but the stuff comes tomorrow. Something feels off. Nothing's off, you're just looking at a very small sample size. And you're trying to extrapolate your anecdotal evidence to a larger sample when you shouldn't. The answer is money. I mean, if the answer was money, they wouldn't be giving people a bunch of the new cards for free when they definitely don't have to. Like, the fact that they added a bunch of new login rewards is, like, super generous in general. Definitely did not need to do that.
Moonlight has illuminated their fate, Aphelios.
There's always room for supper.
Alright. Just drop a comment on that idiot before he can eat my dorks up. Still super far off of that. Behold an 8+ cost card. What do they behold? That's terrifying, by the way. 2 5/5s. Are we dead? I'm feeling pretty dead, chat. They could have Battle Fury. That would be a pretty good one. Field Rush, maybe? I feel like Rex is unlikely.
Find peace in the quiet fell.
I guess this just chump blocks. And it gets a Celestial into play for this. This has to die twice, so it could jump block something here at least.
This is the wrong path. Protector, shield me.
Didn't Rex used to be 7 mana? No, it used to hit 7 targets though. Short on that. Yes. I'm willing to bet whatever their 8 mana card is here kills us next turn. I can't think of any card that they'd be beholding for this that is good news for us in this current situation. Maybe if it's Battle Fury, these hushes can pull us through. Maybe.
What will you have?
See as I see.
I'm back next.
Oh. I forgot that was gonna happen. Okay, so let's... I gotta add a look at what these other ones do. Overwhelm or summon a 2-drop. I think I definitely want to summon a 2-drop, right? So that's Crescendium. Because there's doggos in my deck. So this is a stunning of followers. It's gonna be stunned again next turn. Speaking of doggos.
Stand together.
Not stray.
This my ship. Built over
Alright, yeah, I'll do it.
Do not fear, Aphelios.
We could have hushed our own thing to trade, but I wanted to... I'm never beating a rally there. I wanted to go Messenger into my 7-drop to hopefully set up enough Celestials to eventually get to play my Sky's Descend. Like, Sky's Descend is how we win that game, right? We're pretty far behind. I think trying to just develop my board to work up to that is probably ideal. full mulliganing here. The Fangs. See if the Fangs can do some work for us here, huh? Citrus Courier says the game was rigged from the start. I mean, it's big. Getting a second attack is kind of like rigging the game, huh?
Intruders!
Them opening attacks is super good for us here. The Fangs does look like a legendary Pokemon, you're right.
Sunlight guided my brethren.
It does look like Raikou, the lightning dog. Heyo. Okay, so this lets us hit this, and then we get to Aphelios. Grab the Calbrium.
Strength and grace, beauty in play.
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
And then we go Calbrium into Gravitum. And then Gravitum into the one that summons a 2-drop. Is like the route we're taking with the moon weapons most of the time, it feels like. Poor Lusky, thank you for the 30 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Not attacking this into a sharp sight or a barrier here. Definitely happy to just end. What was the card we just killed? It was the one that when it strikes, it gives you a random challenger. Sisters, reasonable here. This is gonna hit here, but this will be a get pretty happy to bump here. This will have 3 toughness left over, which means it needs a combat trick to survive a hit from the Golden Sister. I mean, that's probably because most 3-point champions have quick attack.
Rivers shape the land and give it life.
My light shines.
Glimpse this, deny them the card draw with this. Denies them this getting bigger as well. Really solid glimpse overall. Sick. Storko. How long have we been in Runeterra? About an hour. As a heads up, Claire, if you're in the subs Discord server, there's a role you can add yourself to in there where I tag that groups when I change games. There's an Arena Live Notify, there's a Runeterra Live Notify, and there's a Variety Live Notify. And I ping that group in Discord when I change games midstream.
Shield is yours.
I'm in for a cheap otter.
Light of my stars guides all
Try and work
travelers
towards
home.
these.
They must not waver from the true path.
It's unfortunate.
Honor guide me.
This getting to draw a thing for free here feels bad. Opponent ordering their challengers right, putting these up front. Skies Descends are looking a little stranded here with how much interaction they've had. Our life total's not too much in danger though, so hopefully like the Fangs plus some others are gonna be good enough to keep us alive into the mid to late game here. That's a wonderful draw, so you get to try and kill this, and then Aphelios can generate Calibrum here again. Does getting denied there stop my Nightfall?
I long for a worthy opponent.
No, it doesn't, right? Nightfall just says if it's not the first card you've played. So we've played a card. Got it. Sweet.
As darkness falls, the moon rises.
The moon rises.
You're covered.
Oh, they don't realize that this can't hit champions. Good beats, good beats. Is it crazy to kill River Shaper instead of killing this? Like, River Shaper just gives them endless gas, right?
Find peace in the quiet fell. It's just us. See as I see.
I don't believe you see what weapon they're getting.
I will cut you down.
I mean, we're fine, right? Like, I do this here. If they don't have deny, I get to Skies Ascend the next turn. Right? 'Cause I have 5, and then this costs 9. They need second deny. For the record, I don't think Fiora and Fiorishin are too strong. I think they create polarizing gameplay that's uninteresting and unhealthy, though. Just to make my position on the card abundantly clear, I think if the only metric you're balancing your game around is power level, Fiora is a fine power level and it's whatever. Also, I'm also of the opinion that if power level is the only thing you're balancing your game around, it's very silly. And there should be more, how a game feels to play should be important. Play a unit out, don't open attacks. Well, I mean, that's technically what I asked for, right? That's technically what I asked them to do. So what if I... Oh, right, I gotta look at what these stupid things do. It's... Summon a 2-cost, get overwhelmed. Another summon a 2-cost. If we stun Fiora. And then next turn we get set up to Skies Ascend again. I think we actually want Gravitum to start here in case this goes sideways. The monkey paw hit us in the face very quickly there. Be careful what you wish for. Alright, no second deny, please. I didn't have it last turn.
Your move.
Okay.
yours.
Hey, Solari! Got a bit of moon rock for ya.
I mean, we're actually fine, right? Because what's it called? Because Sky's Descent was good. Yeah, I'm glad we got a good. Our Sky's Descendant had looked a little awkward in some of the other games that we played, but like, it did exactly what we wanted it to do here. This card was a really impressive end to this archetype. Overwhelm, summon a 2-drop. I think I'm in for the Overwhelm, actually.
Graviton. If you can only feel one thing, Fel, let it be my light.
How's Aphelios been so far? It's been fun to play with. Oh, the level mode does have quick attack. Is Aphelios male, female? Does anybody know? What's the gendering on Aphelios?
You don't scare me.
Neutral? I feel like I'm looking at the arc, it's male. Okay. His sister is female. Okay. Oh, so there's like 2 people in this card. That's why it's kind of emo. He identifies as emo.
Find peace in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
Alright, so we do this, then probably go hard to get our hand as empty as possible, and then Living Legends.
We swim within the flows of magic.
Oh, I guess that technically doesn't empty your hand because we generate one of these. Stun is lethal. Oh, is it? It totally is. Fine! I'll take the good play instead of looking at a bunch of cards.
What form will the waters take?
I am with you.
If we must. Stupid people and your lethals instead of letting me draw a bunch of cards. You know, seeing how much we stunned there, is Aphelios Yasuo gonna be real? Yep, been there, Brad. We're not gonna play Aphelios Yasuo today, but we're probably gonna play it tomorrow morning. BT dubs for folks who are my Runeterra regulars. My plan in the short term at least is to start each stream moving forward with Runeterra stuff. So I'm going live at 7 a.m. Central Time these days. So we're going to play for a couple more hours yet still this afternoon with the new cards and some of the changed cards. And then tomorrow morning, the very start of my stream will be Runeterra. I'm going to do Runeterra Magic Variety Game, which is currently God of War. God of War will be back tomorrow. Can we play it today? We sure can, Wildborn Muse. Thank you for your very generous biddies. We can do Ash Ribbon tomorrow. I want to take the Meteor Shower here. They're playing Nocturne and Aphelios. This kills both of those. As the Shower Seagull, thank you for the 8 months. Really appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Dad of boy. Listen here, boy. I really hope, like, I really hope Diana gets a buff in the next patch, since they nerfed her in this patch, incidentally. I think that's the saddest part about the Pale Cascade nerf, is they nerfed one of my favorite champions, and like, Diana was like already struggled to be playable. Maybe she needs to be like a 3-2 by default, or maybe she needs to gain an attack. She needs to gain an attack on her front side. Yeah, we're gonna build Yasuo Aphelios on stream. I don't have it built yet. Poor Docs, thanks for the follow this afternoon. Welcome to the channel. Like I just mentioned, I do Runeterra stuff most days here. Usually 5 to 6 days a week I'm live. Monday through Friday, guaranteed. Sometimes I'm live on the weekends. Depends on the weekend.
Forgive me.
Okay, so we bank a spell mana here and we go up to 5. So I can't quite star chart Aphelios and what is this called? Calibrum. This. So I think we just Mountain Scryer. You'll note, for those of you taking notes at home that want to play this, you'll note that I have skillfully hit on my allegiance trigger after playing 2 copies of Go Hard. You'll want to make sure that you're able to do that before you try and play this deck. Oh yeah, too, if you're one of my Runeterra regulars and you sub to support the content, make sure you take a hot second and fill out my subscriber survey. If you're new to subbing and haven't done one of those before, I basically just poll the people that pay my bills every few months to find out which of the content that I'm making are they enjoying, what do they want to see more of, what do they want to see less of. There's also just a general feedback section on there.
One sling, a bunch of targets.
Invisible to the ignorant.
Make the Guardian the red minion. Sounds good, Captain Command. The new cards are up on Mobalytics now. Okay, let me try again. I still... Oh, maybe I need to refresh the site. Let me do a hard refresh. I don't know if I'm having a cache issue. I think I did a hard refresh, but my Mobalytics is definitely not loading up new cards in the deck editor yet. Think we're just star charting here. This helps me control the board a little bit. Not really. It helps make this cheap eventually. So, I'm taking a pretty big hit this turn. I guess we just play this. This blocks their 2/3s okay. In the card gallery for you. Yeah, it's not importing on my deck code. Wait, let me reload. Let me reload the page. And try another hard refresh. But when I give it a deck code with these things, it's coming up 6 cards short. Like it doesn't know what they are. Yeah, they're definitely not importing in the deck editor still. I guess if I can search them, can I manually add them? Nope, I'm not seeing Aphelios when I search for the deck editor. I wonder if I have some kind of caching issue.
Back, heretic.
Yeah, they're still playing Pale Cascade. Doesn't surprise me. Control Shift R, right? Is hard refresh. That clears the cache. Hard refresh means clear the cache, right? That page tells me the card you are looking for does not exist. So yeah, there must be some kind of weird cache issue going on. Yeah, that was Control F5. That was Control Shift. None of it appears to work. Yeah, so we can do this.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Yeah, holding Shift is supposed to clear stuff like that.
Move sure as the moon, brother. Moonlight has illuminated their fate, Aphelios.
Well, that's rude. All right, second Danger Noodle, please. Man, we are so bad at drawing Danger Noodle when we need it, chat. Never a noodle when we need a noodle in. I think I actually attack and offer this trade here.
Blessings of the moon.
Been watching for ages, thought I'd slip some of my mother's, not Bezo bucks your way. Any office recommendations? I have a new home office, my wife's chair, it's killing me. So it depends on what your budget is. Higher end office chairs are worth the money if you can afford it. Like the chair I'm sitting in was like $500, $600 when I bought it a few years ago. If you're looking to just spend a couple $100, some of the gaming chairs are very reasonable. I have a pair of Respawn office chairs upstairs that my kids and my wife use, so they're not at the computer as much as I am. They don't need something as expensive as what this is because they're not in it all the time. So Respawn for a $200 to $300 chair. If you're willing to spend $500 to $600, a nice office chair, Herman Miller, or this is an Ergo Human, I believe that I'm sitting in. I think we're just passing, right? I want to just hold up Hush plus Star Shaping this turn, I think. I think this thing's called an Ergo Human. I don't know, it's been a while. In a non-pandemic time, I would encourage you to go to Office Max or somewhere that sells chairs, like go sit in a bunch of different chairs yourself, but the current state of the world makes that not a good recommendation currently. I've heard good things about Secret Lab. It's not something I've ever used, though. I will say, do not give DX Racer your money. I have a free DX Racer chair, and it's garbage. They sent me one of those, what was that, Tempo Storm? Was a partner with DX Racer, and good lord are those chairs terrible. I guess, asterisk, transparency, truth in advertising, the Respawn chair that I recommended was also a product that I was sent as a promotional thing. But as the DX Racer, they don't pay me, I don't get an affiliate or anything like that, they just sent me some chairs, so like, when people ask, and I say, hey, I have this chair, it's nice, and it is. You get shards if you craft Aphelios and then get a free one. Okay. Makes sense. Are we dead? I think we've died. So if I do this and hush here, I hush here, and then I take
Peace in the quiet, Fel. It's just us.
10, and I'm at 10 exactly. That's so unfortunate. They got us for Xaxes. That's real close.
The sun will set, and we will rise again.
Do you have to do anything to make the server appear? Yeah, if you check out, oh, you connected your Twitch and Discord accounts. Yeah, there should be on the connection page, it should show you, related servers that you could click to join for myself and anyone else if you're sub to that has a server on there. Hush does wipe, cannot block for my unit, but then I'm still taking 5 at least, right? Because I can only block one more thing. So I could have made one of my units able to block and then blocked their 4-1, but then I'm at 5 and taking 6, and I still die. So, Starry Scamp felt good last time we played, but with the addition of Aphelios, I kind of like cutting it, so that way I can Crescendium into the doggos consistently. I kind of like the idea of that. I kind of want to try some Lunari Duskbringer, I think, because she's good at leveling Zoe, and she can be an enabler for Aphelios here as well. I think I want to make that swap. It gives me another 1 mana play too, which is nice. I wonder if the flight could be playable. Maybe this one's worth trying. I guess it kind of clunks up on board space. I haven't been super in love with Glimpse. I wouldn't hate go back up a Lunari Priestess. Let's swap that. Going down an SI card is nice with Mountain Scryer. I wouldn't have had enough to double Hush anyways, right? I was only on 8 mana. That scene actually just looks great.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now. Destiny awaits. System upgrade.
So you get to go Star Chart into Aphelios, grab Calibrum. Definitely in for Trickster against the Israel deck.
The stronger your shadow.
You've given Aphelios the clap. He's gonna murder this. He's gonna live on and murder this though. So we got that going for us.
I am the future.
think we just play Lenari Priestess here since it triggered Nightfall. This sounds kind of great, huh? What are the odds they can make this big enough to dodge Cosmic Rays here? Probably low.
Can you improve perfection?
I guess they only have to play one more. Maybe taking this loose.
They forced us to choose
Death or the blade. Guess if they red card us here, I'm kind of sad. Maybe I should open attacks.
We playing bilge rules, son?
Can you improve perfection?
Yeah, that's 11 mana to Hush plus Raise Time Lord. That's a lot of mana.
Join me if you want to live.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
Was that a glimmer of starlight I saw?
Safety disengage.
Hopefully they attack with this turn, and then we get to Hush it, block, and then kill it with Go Hard.
Gotta go with the flow.
Alright, now we're gonna spend our Go Hards on this. Someone earlier said this was Nightfall, by the way. It's just play the Invoke on this. This card seems really good. I think it was probably playable even if it was Nightfall, but the fact that it's just play Invoke, it seems super strong.
Evolve or die.
We will resist.
Oh, I should have attacked the Trickster, you're right. I was talking and clicking and thinking through my next couple of turns, and I missed it.
Can you improve perfection? A ticket to the gun show.
Drawing this many Hush just feels so bad. I should probably just... I probably don't need to play this many. If I plan on conceding to Lee Sin anyways, I could probably skip playing some copies of that card. I think I want Meteor Shower here.
Sunlight guide you, my brethren. Shining soft.
Do they say why they weren't touching Lee Sin? No. And honestly, that was the most frustrating part of the update that happened. Is not only did they not touch Lee Sin, but they didn't communicate what the expectation was or why. Yeah, it was definitely, this last patch feels like a departure from their normal good communication and candidates. Like, not only was it the first patch where I really wasn't happy with the changes that they made in general, but it was the first patch where, they just didn't communicate much to us. So they're probably opening attacks here, I imagine.
Shot or skill?
I'm gonna attempt to use this Hush here rather than the Cosmic Rays this turn. They could have like a Mystic Shot or something here. Yeah.
Firing! Where do you stand?
Fell is an incredibly sweet feel smart card. You're not wrong. It's definitely that. Okay, well, we've got second sweeper rolled up here. And you need to draw some threats at this point. One of our bigger invoke cards would be nice. Well, that's a great one to kill. Don't mind if it does. Hey, Barnado. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this afternoon.
Soak it in.
Easy attack here. Got me. I've been got. Hey, they had stress testing that they just discarded there.
Stacking the odds.
It's about to level, they just picked a card, right? Wow, they played Twisted Fate and then rummaged, discarding that. But they just leveled Twisted Fate in one turn. It was actually just like play Twisted Fate and then level him immediately at the start of the next turn. It's brutal. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. They're playing TF Fizz, but they're playing Ezreal instead. Yeah, stress testing was the extra card they needed to do that. That's exactly correct. I mean, I don't know that Pack's gonna be good enough here. It depends on what their leftovers are after they play through all their fleeting cards.
Gotta go with the flow.
Who says I don't share?
Yeah, it's rare for them not to have another TF.
I'll be right back.
Aphelios is really sweet, TDM. It's a feel smart card, like I envisioned it being a feel smart card. A lot of choices, a lot of permutations. It's a great design.
Stacking the odds.
Okay. So we had some answers rolled up here, which is nice. So we dealt with their board, we dealt with their second Twisted Fate. We are out of gas ourselves, and their pick a card's about to pop off here, though. And they're definitely looking for a third Twisted Fate. They're down to 10 cards in their deck here. Well, they haven't attacked yet either. That's hilarious. This is actually really good against us. There's a good chance this draws Zoe, and then Zoe can't attack into this. I guess I have Hush.
Back at the table.
Have I played a messenger sigil yet this game? I don't think I have, right?
Embrace the night, Aphelios.
I think if we had a messenger sigil in deck, we would want to, we would want to grab the one that could summon a 2-drop, but without it. Hey, Tony, thanks for the host. Hope you had a good stream today. The Dexter Kennedy, thanks for the follow, by the way. I think I missed that one.
A game. Go on then. Watch the ball, folks.
6 cards left in deck, chat.
I am with you.
Devotion through battle.
There you go.
These are dying to red card anyways. How many Ezreals left? That's a good question. I think they have 2 Ezreals left. Which means they can put Mystic Shot back into their deck.
Blessings of the moon.
I think I've only killed 1 Ezreal.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now.
Look at me now.
Witness perfection. Meat bags.
Beat bugs. Yep.
Prime and ready.
Awkward. How close is Moon to leveling? Not at all. Not at all. Not at all is the answer. I assume we're gonna die to these idiots plus Twisted Fate. So these are two. So they have 2, 3.
Who says I don't share?
I think we're dead this turn, right? So I can kill this. I guess the Gravitum stuns this for a go round. They do 2 to me, that puts me to 7. These put me to 2. Then I probably die to this trigger next turn, but you know, they can draw step at least. Maybe we hit a star shaping and then they deck out.
If you want to live.
Is it better to stun Twisted Fate? No. They have another +1 attack for this guaranteed, and they could potentially get more for this, whereas Twisted Fate is guaranteed to just be 3.
Can you improve perfection?
Like a fish in water.
And that's guaranteed to be lethal? Yeah, close game. The Nightfall 1-drop was real bad there. Just a low quality card that helped us run out of gas. I don't know what I want that last slot to be. It could just be some copies of Guiding Touch to churn through our stuff a little bit better. Let's do one more with Guiding Touch. I don't know that I want a random aggro card, chat. Like, Flight is an aggressive card. Like, we're not really an aggressive deck. Our deck's playing six sweepers basically, and trying to go long. Insert Spider-Man meme here. Yeah, I agree that Guiding Touch is super flexible. And like when I don't know, like what's the best way to put it? When I don't really know that there's another spell that I want, but I like all the spells that I currently have, putting a card into my deck that just like lets me draw the cards I already playing more often has a lot of appeal to it. If that makes sense. Alright, so we sigil into Aphelios here. We're just grabbing the Calibrum.
The moon rises.
Pretty happy to trade with Doggo plus a burn spell here, I think. I guess Pale Cascade makes me a little sad, but it is. Iterative improvement your messenger, that's adorable.
Blessings of the moon.
Side of this one at least. Golden Sister seems absurd, huh? We even have this in play, so we'll be able to sister next turn. Well, they're also a Scryer deck. Oh, I wonder, another creator I follow had a Victor was the only card in their deck that was a brick for this. I bet that's what they're doing. It's Aphelios' champion spell. His champion spell generates a weapon. I think I'm okay with this trade. Oh, that's true. They did have iterative as well. I mean, to be fair, if they're playing Messenger Sigil like we are, and I assume that they are, Messenger Sigil offsets some of the awkwardness of this card, which is sweet.
Daylight star will rule the skies.
As though day and night are not equal.
Analyzing a problem. Ingenious.
That's sweet. Okay, so do we work towards setting this up for next turn then? Depending on what this hits, we can do this as early as next turn, right? Yup. Moonman for Charger. I don't really want to trade any of my other cards on board for Charger, and I'd like to keep my life total high. My bench space, because I'm trying to fill up with Celestials for Sky's Descent, also comes at a premium in this deck a lot of the time. So taking trades like that preserve my life total while also freeing up bench space down the road is valuable.
Find what you seek.
This is going to be like turn 7 Sky's Descent you? It's kind of insane.
The charger chases stars across the sky.
Metal is perfection. No materials, no improvements.
Descend
No
upon
reason not to attack with this one, right? It's elusive.
Ingenious.
Alright, don't open on this and get Spell Shield.
Genius in action. A new era of technology begins. Electroplating completed.
I suppose if they have Bastion here, we're dead. Oh, I have an elusive. Maybe not dead, but in less good of a spot. You can cantrip your dog. Enjoy. Bye, friends. Thresh did suggest that my opponent hop into a box. Send in the hounds, chat.
May you find what you seek.
Yeah, having the Thresh emote isn't optional for this deck. Like, our deck has all of the one-sided sweepers, so like, you very much need to make sure you have the Thresh emote when you play this. Whoa, they're playing the Starbone meme. They made their doggo bigger. That's cute. We're being out memed, chat. I hide your memes, chat. They're coming for them. This really is the no luck you matchup, isn't it? Alright, well, let's kill that one. It's fine. We're good, right? I'm gonna like deploy. I'm gonna vomit my hand back onto the board here, and we'll kill them. We'll kill them on the opens. Their deck seems like it's maybe more aggressive with like Victor and stuff, but I don't know. Like, I'm just gonna kill them on opens, right? We go Zoe into this, into this, into this, into Moon Man, into deal 3 to your thing.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Calibrum.
So much tinier than must be, Stuggy. Danger Noodle.
Hiya! And they're just about to say they're dead through star shaping here, technically. Do they have double star shaping?
That was super fun, and I gotta say,
Guiding Touch felt good there. Guiding Touch is like always passable. It's such a good filler card. With Pale Cascade getting nerfed, Guiding Touch is definitely going to be in contention for that kind of same kind of filler slot. And honestly, I think there's probably a lot of decks that prefer this card now. I like this deck. Aphelios, we have played Diana in this archetype before Aphelios released, and she always felt a little bit awkward. She wasn't like really doing what the rest of the deck wanted to do in terms of allowing us to be super controlling. And Aphelios, with the flexibility on his weapons, just felt really good. We frequently just grabbed this to allow us to control the board nicely, and I liked this was doing a lot. The Fangs. This is, I think, easily going to be a new Targon staple. Like, being able to gain life on this unit is good, and the utility on the Invoca Celestial 3 or less is huge. Like, you know, Equinox, for example, is just one that you expect to hit a lot of the time. So, like, if you think about Fangs as, like, a 5-mana lifesteal that permanently silences a follower when it comes into play, like, that rate is absurd. Not to mention turns where you're gonna get things like Serpent with it. Like, yeah, I was really impressed with that one for sure. All right, we're not done playing Runeterra, so don't go anywhere. We're gonna shift gears. We're gonna build some Aphelios Yasuo.